Funny story. It was a few years ago. We were celebrating MTN Nigeria at 20. Prior to that time, the team had done a survey looking at particularly two sets of people in the society. This was the media and the tech ecosystem. And the survey had come back to say that there are gaps within the media that MTN particularly could do something about. Every single person was a journalist just by clicking a button. People took videos and posted, people made up stories and posted, and it was increasingly quite difficult sifting the wheat from the chaff.
Because we see how people abuse the media space, fake news and so on. For us to have, credible media content out there, we need those that put it out, to be well-versed with the challenges they have to deal with, to constantly make sure that what they're doing is ethical and complies, with human rights and so on.
The media has a huge responsibility to ensure that whatever they put out there is accurate, is factual, is timeless.
The team came back and told me that we will add value, not just to the media ecosystem, but to the country itself, if we can find a way to put in some professionalism into what's going on in the media space. The team now went through the process of identifying partners, in this case with the Pan-Atlantic University.
I'm especially delighted at the relationship between MTN and Pan-Atlantic University School of Media and Communication. They're doing what it is that we expect other corporates to do.
I read biology education in the university, and I've always wanted to be a journalist. And so I was always looking for opportunities that are going to help me find an academic background in journalism. When the third cohort was launched, I would say I was pretty much ready to jump on the opportunity.
The MTN MIP, you come in as a journalist and then you come out as a top media executive from research and marketing. You are taught media entrepreneurship,
the legal aspect of journalism, and so many other things.
It's been a wonderful experience from the quality of facilitators who have both the classroom experience and the newsroom experience and even the boardroom experience.
I'd like to think that MIP has done two or three things. First, we've supported the accelerating competence of the media professionals in Nigeria towards understanding what we do, understanding the evolution of technology, and giving a fair and balanced reporting to the public around what's happening in our industry and connected industries as well. That's one. Two, we hope it has fostered a better understanding of the two greats of Africa, which is South Africa and Nigeria. The MIP as it's designed has a particular leg which is really designed around greater alignment of the media practitioners in Nigeria and in South Africa, and a better understanding of both sides of this relationship.
There have been some frictions in the relationship between both countries. This program also serves as a platform for cultural exchange.
And we'll also encourage the people around the policy making, because there's a lot of engagement with these policy makers to raise our relationship to the next level and next bar.
Today we're visiting the South African Institute of International Affairs, discussing international relations between South Africa and Nigeria.
We've been having diplomatic conversation around Pan-Africanism, how to improve the bilateral relationship between Nigeria and South Africa.
The conversations we had today were very insightful and thought-provoking.
And the take-home from here is we need to take control of the narrative. We need to tell the stories as they truly are.
If you want to do it better, then you have to go this way of MIP, upscaling the skills of journalists and media men. Another one, which I also believe is very fundamental, is also to see how we can see journalists from here, media personnel from here, also go to Nigeria to also have the same kind of experience that these cohorts have had in coming to South Africa.
If South Africa and Nigeria are working together, if the relations are strong, if there's good trade, if there's good diplomatic relations, it really makes a difference and it really can pull up the rest of the continent.
Particularly because the two countries are perceived to be leading economies, also strategic place from a political point of view.
As you have heard, when South Africa and Nigeria gets it right, then of course the entire continent is going to get it right.
The beneficiaries of that program are not just the company itself or business people, but it's the quality of the information that comes with that journalism for the populace.
And we've all noticed, if you're in the media space, we've seen how much MIP has worked towards trying to groom and grow a lot of media personalities.
I have seen how much improvement MIP brings to all the journalists that have been a part of the program. For my colleagues, talk about Michael Poche and now Nifemi Ubuntoye. We see that when it comes to his job, he addresses it a certain way that is different from every other person.
You know, he's very strategic, whether it's with time, whether it's with people, and he's actually an asset, you know, to the organization.
She came back and we had one event, and she was dealing with all Amazing Kids show, I think, if I remember. She had a broader scope about media communication.
I believe that MIP helped her to even discover herself the more.
One thing that MTN MIP does for you is it gives you huge access to courses and, you know, mentorship and everything that you actually need to elevate your career, especially in the media space.
Post MIP, we're working on collaboration across board. Imagine 19, 20 brilliant journalists telling a single story, publishing it on different platforms. The impact is going to be huge.
Definitely the MTN MIP is something I would like to be part of.
MIP is an initiative I'd like to join now.
So I really do look forward to the opportunity.
I think that it's something that anyone who's in the media space should definitely be a part of it. It's one experience that you never remain the same after.
I really want to thank MTN for coming up with this program.
I say keep up the good work, MTN. Keep up the good work, and Atlantic University, UJ. Keep up the good work.
Frankly speaking, is the single most important intervention for me that my media team has done. I'm very proud of it.